The future of ReZero has been revealed by the author of ReZero, Tappei Nagatsuki. Now, I highly recommend that you check the chapters on the video to skip to different parts you want. And again, I highly recommend you guys as ReZero fans, you guys listen to what the author is saying, because this is extremely important. Since this topic is about the future of ReZero, it will contain some spoilers, so if you're anime only, you may want to click off the video. However, if you don't mind being spoiled as I talk about the future of the series, feel free to stay and listen. Anyways, let's begin. Now, one of the most interesting pieces of information is about the future of ReZero, namely to do with foreshadowing and theory crafting. It states, having so many passionate followers, Tappei doesn't believe he can hide everything, but at least for the main mysteries of the series, he makes sure that the answer doesn't become the majority opinion, and keeps it a secret until revealed. Now keep in mind, the key words are the main mysteries. So, who is Flugel? Who is Satella? So most people will tell you Emilia and Satella are the same person, and Subaru and Flugel are the same person. And this idea that Tappei doesn't want it to be obvious, and he wants it to be a secret, may actually indicate that maybe Subaru is not Flugel, despite all of the evidence pointing towards it. Either way, give me your opinion on this, because this is actually really interesting as a ReZero fan. Tappei also stated that he would love to see EX1 as an anime, because it shows Crush's backstory. Now this is really interesting because Tappei might actually try and cause this to happen. I'm assuming Tappei is pretty popular, he's got connections, so you never know, maybe in the future we could be getting an EX1 summary. For those that don't know, EX1 is the past of Crush and Felix, and it sort of shows how they meet together and why Crush joined the Royal Selection. You can actually buy the light novel online if you would like to. Tappei also stated that he does not exclude the possibility of going to Gustico or Kararagi. This is really interesting because initially Subaru was supposed to stay in Lagunica, but as we know he's currently in Wallachia, and in the future we may actually see Gustico and Kararagi, which will be extremely interesting. However, what's really interesting is what's stated at the bottom of this text, which is that Season 5 and Season 4 of ReZero could be possible if the fans continue to support ReZero. Now this is amazing news because we know that Arc 6 will be adapted in Season 3. In fact, during this conference, Tappei actually hinted at it. So that means that Season 4 of ReZero will adapt Arc 7. So if we continue to support ReZero, we continue to buy the merchandise, this will happen. So hearing that from the author himself, I'm hoping all of you are also a bit hyped up because this is amazing. No one was talking about Season 4 or Season 5, and the person that brought it up was Tappei, the author of ReZero himself. And again, like I said, he's pretty famous in Japan, you know, he's popular, he's got those connections, so he must know what he's talking about. So ReZero Season 4, ReZero Season 5 is a possibility. Tappei also spoke about cut content, namely cut deaths in Season 3 of the anime. Based on this statement, it seems like there won't be any cut loops, which is really good for us light novel readers who want the core material. I'm pretty sure a lot of us are scared of cut content when it comes to ReZero, but it seems that it could be in good hands and we might not actually need to worry too much about any important cut content. Tappei has also decided to talk about Arc 8. Now most of us already know that Arc 8 is titled Vincent Wallachia. Of course the arc is named after Vincent Wallachia, who's the current emperor of Wallachia. He has retaken the throne at the end of Arc 7 and he's gotten all of the divine generals to sort of listen to him. Based on what Tappei is saying, Subaru is being relegated to a secondary character. It seems like the main character of Arc 8 is actually going to be Vincent instead of Subaru, so I'm not too sure what's going on here. Based on what Tappei is saying, I'm assuming Arc 8 might be a bit shorter, so I don't think it's going to be 100 chapters. I feel like it might only be like 30 or 40 chapters long, but this is really interesting that Subaru is getting relegated in his own series. Now, I'm pretty sure we will see Subaru, but I'm assuming Vincent will be taking the pivotal role, which is again really interesting for ReZero. So Tappei actually revealed quite a lot of information about Subaru and Emilia's relationship, and Tappei stated that Emilia and Subaru's main romantic route is only in the main story. Whenever we get an if route, that means that Subaru and Emilia cannot end up together. In fact, for those of us that have read the if routes, this is pretty much true, unless we're counting Lust, for example. However, you get the idea. Ice then clarified, apparently, the question was, would there be an if route between Subaru and Emilia later on? And then Tappei stated he would be much happier if it would be in the main story. The author replied with, of course Subaru and Emilia's relations are planned for the main story. According to this, it does not confirm whether Subaru and Emilia will end up together. It's just that in the main story, Tappei wants to flesh out their relationship. So just because they're fleshing out their relationship doesn't mean they're 100% going to get together. It's just something to keep in mind. And of course, we have heard other comments by Tappei where he did say that there is a route where Subaru and Emilia will end up together. And if we sort of piece together the puzzles, maybe Subaru and Emilia will meet up and end up together at the end of the story. Because remember, Tappei did say ReZero does have a happy ending. So maybe Subaru will finally get to go at the end of Arc 12 or Arc 13. Tappei also revealed more information, such as Reinhardt's named chapter coming out in the future, Tappei wanting to write an extra story or light novel about Shaula and what she was doing at the Watchtower. For those that are not sure what BD means, I'm assuming that means Blu-ray DVD bonus. So when you buy the Blu-ray DVD of Season 3, you'll get like vouchers and you can hand them in to get a light novel. And this actually happened with the Greed If light novel, which came out with Season 2. Subaru will be on the final cover of ReZero, and apparently the Lost in Memories game may get a book version. So that way, even though the services have been shut down, you can still sort of get the lore there, which is really interesting. I think one of the funniest things is Tappei having 100 Rem figurines at his home. This is really interesting because there's a large part of the fan base, namely Rem fans, who believe that Tappei does not like Rem, and that's the reason why she fell asleep. So, based on this information, we can see Tappei, the author of ReZero, does in fact like Rem. So all of this Rem hate needs to go away. Tappei does, of course, love Rem. That's the reason why he has over 100 figurines of Rem. Be honest, guys, how many Rem figurines do you have? 0. Or maybe 1. Tappei has 100. If you made it this far, please let me know what you thought of the future of ReZero. And I'll see you guys next time.